Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of The Cider Drinker. And on today's episode, I think it's about time that we went back to the Oakleys Cider Company, or at least I think they're Oakleys anyway, there could be a Tesco byproduct, to try out their pear variety. So it's no surprise that today's cider is Oakleys Pear. Now, a few reviews ago I did Oakley's Original, and to be honest it was pretty much the blandest cider I have ever tasted. Or rather, not tasted, seeing as it didn't have any flavour. Will Oakley's Pear Cider be as bland? Well, we'll find out shortly, but before then, let me just give you some details on Oakley's Pear. Oakley's Pear Cider comes in 568ml bottles, and that's the only way you can get it too. The alcohol percentage of this one is 4.5%, so again pretty standard strength there. Now, as with most other pear ciders, it doesn't say if it's sweet or dry, although you'd assume it's going to be a sweet one. And the price, well, like the original Oakley's, this came in at 99p for a pint. So, will it be as bland as Oakley's Original? We will find out. Well, if you've seen my Oakley's Original review, then you pretty much know exactly what to expect from Oakley's Pear, because it basically is Oakley's Original just in green. It's got the exact same label, exact same layout and everything, so yeah, as with most other pear ciders, it's going for the whole green look to differentiate it between its original flavour. And just like the original, see, label is peeling off pretty much absolutely everywhere. So maybe that's a sign of the cheapness and the quality, but to be honest, for 99p, what do you expect? And on the back of the bottle, not really a whole lot. Crisp and fruity pear cider crafted from finest natural ingredients for maximum refreshment. Serve over plenty of ice. Well, that's a pretty basic and generic message there, isn't it? Oh, but wait. Pear cider contains sugar and sweeteners. So, it doesn't contain natural ingredients at all because you've added sweeteners to it. Now, before I carry on, I know I've mentioned this in another review, but why do most of the pear ciders that I have tried, in fact, I think all of them, have contained at least sugar or sweeteners? Is that just because pear cider needs sugar to enhance the taste, or what? If any of you guys know, please let me know, because as far as I'm aware, sugar in cider doesn't really, fit well with me. But there we go. And apparently it's a National Association of Cider Makers member. This thing here is actually a member of a cider group. Fair enough, never mind. Well, that's pretty much it for the bottle, because, well, once you've seen one Oakley's cider, you've seen them all, so time to get this bottle open. So bear with me while I get the top off. Ta-da! There we go. No carbonation. That's a bit weird. I was expecting some at least. Let's get a whiff. Ugh, that's not pear. Oh, okay, that's a very musty smell. There's no pear. It smells it's got that slight vinegary sort of smell to it that you get in some ciders. Mostly in cheap normal ciders, but not really in pears. Yeah, not good first impressions, but hey, like I say, this is pretty much one of the cheapest ciders you can get, so you never know. Let's pour it in the glass anyway. It could smell better in the glass, as we know. Or it'll just lose its flavour entirely. We'll see. Pour it. Well, I'm going to pour most of it out. And here we go. Well, at least there is some carbonation anyway, but yeah, pretty standard looking pear cider here. Lightly cut, very light in colour. Almost like a straw, I'd say. Straw kind of colour. Big old hefty carbonation there too, but, that's what I was pretty much expecting from this, so belches aplenty. Let's get a whiff in the glass then. Still smells a bit, if you ask me. Yeah, still got that mustiness about it, although there is an ever so slight hint of a pear aroma now, so at least that's got it going for it. other than that, it is pretty much just mustiness, so I'm just going to go and dive in for the taste. So, cheers guys, and here's to Oakleys Pear. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. It actually has flavour. That's really good. It actually does taste of pear, which is very surprising. I thought it was just going to be as bland as Oakley's original was, but that's actually pretty surprising. Only drawback is it is very sickly sweet, as I was expecting, because they have added sugars and sweetness to this thing. Let's get a second opinion. Very highly carbonated in the mouth too. You can really sense the fizziness coming out of the taste there. But yeah, it does have a fairly decently tasting pear taste to it. As I say, it is pretty sickly sweet. You can, there's just a sugar overload as soon as you've swallowed it. You can just really taste the sugars and stuff that they've added into it. Aftertaste is pretty gummy. That's not surprising either, with all the crap that they've put into this. But you know something? It does taste like pear. And that is surprising. So, in a way, this is probably better than the Oakley's original, because that had no flavour to it, whereas this one actually does. Having said that though, it's obviously not the greatest tasting pear cider I have ever had. But hey, for the price, you don't really expect, top-notch quality coming off of this. So, I'm actually going to go and top this glass up now. Because I do actually intend to finish this bottle tonight, because it's been quite a while since I've had a cider. Not that you would know, seeing as this is going up pretty much immediately after the last one. But anyway, going off on a tangent there, I'm fairly pleasantly surprised with this, actually. For the price that you're getting it for, it's not too bad. I mean, it says on the back there, contains sugars and sweetness, so you know it's going to taste sickly sweet. And if you don't think it's going to taste sickly sweet, then, well, you've only got yourself to blame if you don't like the taste. Admittedly, the flavours don't stay around for too long. I mean, as soon as you drink it, it's pretty much gone, like that. But it is only 4.5% volume, so pretty standard strength for a cider, and this could easily qualify as a session cider. You could easily go through bottles and bottles of this, because one, it's cheap, and two, it's not very strong. So this is more like, if you're just gonna put your feet up, watch a movie or something, and you just fancy a couple of ciders on the go, then this might be the pear cider for you. If you are looking for a better quality pear cider, however, I don't think I really need to say this, but look elsewhere, I would say. But like I say, for what you're getting, it's pretty decent, I'd say. Yeah, as I say, you have got that gumminess at the back of the throat, but actually it's nowhere near as bad as some of the other ciders that I've had that have really just left this awful syrupy sort of aftertaste in my mouth. Admittedly it is there, but just nowhere near as prevalent. So again, it kind of gets marks up for that too. So this is actually a fairly surprising little pear cider I have here. Obviously not going to win any awards, but you know what? As I said, for the price, not too bad. So I'm going to go and get a final taste before the final verdict. You'll probably notice how easily I'm drinking this as well, because, well, it does taste a little bit full-bodied, but that's probably because of the syrupy kind of texture to it and the sugars and sweeteners that they've added to it. But it does go down really quickly, and because it is such a low strength, like I say, this is easily a pretty okay session cider that we've got here. But as for the verdict, I am going to go and give this a mark up from the Oakley's original. Oakley's Pear Cider gets a 6 out of 10 from me. So yeah, definitely better than the Oakleys original. Out of the two, and I very rarely say this because the pear variety is usually worse, but seriously, go out and get a bottle of Oakleys Pear Cider over the original if you want to choose between the two, because this is definitely a lot better than that. Belch coming. Excuse me. Pretty much expected as well, but there you go. So, that was another episode of the Cider Drinker for you. Hope you liked it, and, well, as usual, I will be back with another delicious and tasty cider for you guys. But until then, as I said earlier, I think I might just put my feet up, watch a movie, and relax with this nice pint, might I add, of Oakleys Pear Cider. Until next time, guys, take care.